Once Buddha was giving a sermon and a lady came running in. She had a little baby in her hand, maybe just a 1-year-old baby. She just barged into the session and she was crying and wailing, and she went and kept the baby in front of Buddha and said, "He's dead. Do something. He's dead. Bring him back. I don't have anyone. I don't have anything. Bring him back." And she wouldn't stop. She's like, "Bring him back. I don't know anything." So Buddha said, "Okay, you calm down first." He waited for her to calm down. Then he said, "Now you go to the village and you bring me 1 handful of rice and 1 handful of sesame seeds." She's like, "Oh, he's going to do something. He's going to bring my baby back." And as she was about to leave from the door, he said, "One more thing. This handful of rice and handful of sesame seed should be from that person's house. From that house where there has been not even a single death." She said, "Oh, that's easy." And she went. And she went to the first door and she said, "My baby has died. And Buddha is going to do something to bring my baby back. I need a handful of rice and a handful of sesame seeds." The person said, "Oh, you take a full sack. Anything for your baby." So then she says, "But he has one more condition. That in your house nobody should have died. There should not have been death." He said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. There has been a death in my home." And then, disappointed, she went to the next door. Same story repeated. And the next door. Same story repeated. By the time it was evening, she had covered all the homes in the village. There was not a single home where death had not happened. That's it. She learned her lesson. She came back to Buddha. She fell at his feet and she said, "I'm sorry. I did not understand the impermanence of life. You taught me a really valuable lesson. Now I'm ready to cremate my baby." Finally, that realization dawned on her. Everything is impermanent. Has this realization dawned on you? One day, everything is going to go. Even this so-called body that you're so attached to, it's going to go. And the attachments of these body. Don't you have many attachments to this body? Yeah? Children, family, friends, neighbors, even your enemies are attached to this body only, if you noticed. Yeah? He or she, that person you dislike, is attached to this body. Everything is temporary. Everything is impermanent. Always be aware about this. Then you won't get lost in ragas and dveshas. What is raga and dvesha? I want this, I don't want this. I like this, I don't like this. This I want, I like is raga. I don't want, I dislike is dvesha. We hold on to these things in life, no? You said this to me, you said that to me. And I hold on to it, hold on to it, hold on to it. And I create karma for my own self. Buddha said the only way out of this karma cycle is recognizing the impermanence of life. You think, oh, my house is there, it is permanent. Is it permanent really? Any day it could be taken away from you. You think, oh no, at least my spouse is permanent. Really? Any day he might or she might decide to walk away. You'll say, okay, now my child is definitely permanent. Really? Yeah. One day a child gets up and says, get out of my life, okay? Give me a break. Don't you hear these dialogues at home? Give me space. Yeah, you're suffocating me. Yes? Recognize the impermanence of life. Recognize the impermanence of the mind. Recognize impermanence of everything. Everything is changing. Everything is changing. So is there nothing which is permanent? That which is watching everything change, that principle in you. It is not this body. It is not the mind also. It is not the intellect also. It is not the memory also. And it's not the ego also. It is that principle in you. That energy, that spirit in you. That is the only thing that is permanent. So drop attachments to all this impermanent stuff that is changing and move towards that permanence. Yes? So homework for the week. Whatever I observe myself getting attached to in this impermanent world, I'd say it's okay. Neither getting too attached to that which I like, neither getting averse to that which I dislike. Maintaining a balance. Can we do that? Yes? Homework for the week. Let me come back again and again to the center, to that self, and be equanimous about everything that is there. It's okay. Yeah, whatever is. Good? Everybody do this homework?